I just can't get you out of my head. Dun, 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 dun. People wanted those stories for years. You know what I mean?
Right.
I think that people wanted those stories for years.
At 44, Kelly Rowland finally confirms what Jay Z and Beyoncé did to her. And the truth is, heartbreaking.
What did Jay say?
He said, love is all about risk. You got to decide if you're going to jump. You going to jump? That's
Are you
the
gonna
answer.
jump?
Are you going to jump?
From being a teenage girl targeted by older men while on tour, to dealing with cruel rumors and painful comparisons to Beyoncé and Jay Z, Kelly says she quietly endured years of emotional pain. From being overworked until she looked high on camera, to staying silent while fans whispered about her son's father, Kelly was forced to survive in Beyoncé's shadow. Let's delve deeper. When Kelly Rowland was younger and part of Destiny's Child, she faced a serious problem. In 2019, Matthew Knowles, who is Beyoncé's father and was the group's manager, shared something shocking. He said Kelly and Beyoncé were while on tour in the early 2000s. This happened when they were still teenagers and new to the music world. According to Matthew, two men from the R&B group Jagged Edge behaved in a way that made the girls feel unsafe and very uncomfortable. These men were much older than Kelly and Beyoncé. Matthew said the girls were just 16 years old, while the men were 21 and 22. This age difference made it worse because the girls were still minors.
Now remember, the girls are minors. They're minors. They're 16 years old. The guys are 21, 22.
Matthew said he took his job seriously. He wasn't just their manager, he also saw himself as their guardian, someone who had to protect them like a parent. One day, both Kelly and Beyoncé called him.
I got a call from Kelly and Beyoncé, and I talk about this in the book in detail, saying that they were constantly being harassed by two other members of Jagged Edge. And I couldn't have that.
They were scared and didn't know what to do. They told him that the two older men were saying inappropriate things and making them feel nervous and uneasy. They didn't feel safe around them anymore. This made Matthew very upset. He said that kind of behavior could not be allowed, especially toward young girls who were trying to focus on their music and dreams. He acted quickly. Matthew made the decision to remove the two men from the tour bus right away. He said they had to get off the bus in Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
And I literally had to put the guys off the bus in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. That began all of this drama.
Even though it caused drama and people were upset, Matthew believed he had done the right thing. He wanted to make sure that Kelly and Beyoncé didn't have to deal with those men anymore. He said protecting them was more important than anything else, even if it made other people angry. Since Matthew shared that story, neither Kelly Rowland, Beyoncé, nor the men from Jagged Edge have said anything publicly. They didn't confirm the story, and they didn't deny it either. That silence has left people wondering. Some believe the story is true, especially since it came from someone who was so close to them. Others are not sure. Still, it showed that Kelly Rowland had to face something scary and unfair at a young age, even while she was becoming famous. In the same year, another story about Kelly came up. People had been sharing an old video from a 2001 interview. In the video, Kelly looked very tired, and some people thought she was high on drugs. This rumor spread fast, and many believed it. But Beyoncé spoke out to clear things up. She said that the group had been doing interviews for 16 hours that day. They were not high. They were just extremely tired. Beyoncé explained that they had no breaks, and the long hours had worn them out. She said that kind of hard work often made people think the wrong thing. Years later, in 2020, Kelly opened up about another challenge she faced: being in Beyoncé's shadow. During an episode of The Voice Australia, Kelly talked to a contestant named Chris Sebastian.
Chris, what's your last name?
My last name is Sebastian.
Oh, is it your brother?
That's my brother.
He felt like he was always being compared to his older brother. Kelly understood that feeling. She told him, "Can you imagine what it's like being in a group with Beyoncé?" That one sentence showed the pressure she felt. Kelly said that she would often stop herself from doing things because she was scared people would say she was trying to copy Beyoncé. She didn't want anyone to think she was just trying to be like her more famous friend. Kelly said she spent many years struggling with this. She explained that it wasn't something small. It was a big problem in her mind for about 10 years. She said it felt like an elephant in the room. That means it was always there, even if no one talked about it. Every time she released a song or wore a dress, she wondered what people would say. Would they say it looked too much like Beyoncé? Would they think she was copying her friend? These thoughts made it hard for Kelly to enjoy her success. Even though there were these challenges, Kelly and Beyoncé have stayed close. Along with Michelle Williams, the other Destiny's Child member, the three women have remained friends for many years.
America, we're not going back, going back. We're not going back, we're not going back. We're not going back, going back. We're not going back.
Their bond is strong, and they have supported each other through many life events.
Respect my gangster. Respect my gangster.
In fact, when Kelly gave birth to her second son, Noah, in 2021, both Beyoncé and Michelle watched the birth over Zoom. Kelly said it was a beautiful moment. She was happy that her best friends could see her welcome her baby into the world. Kelly has also said that Beyoncé and Michelle came over to her house to meet the baby in person not long after. When they held the baby, Kelly felt a deep joy. She said it felt like another part of her heart had opened up. She felt blessed to have friendships that had lasted for so many years. In the music business, many people lose their friends. But Kelly, Beyoncé, and Michelle have stayed strong together. Kelly said it was a rare gift to have real friends in an industry that often breaks people apart. In another interview, Kelly told a magazine that she and Beyoncé had shared many ups and downs. She said they had become closer over the years. Kelly said she could tell Beyoncé anything and never feel judged. She said Beyoncé was sweet, kind, and always there for her. Kelly called Beyoncé a true friend, someone loyal and trustworthy. Their friendship has lasted since they were kids, and they still support each other today. But not everything has been easy for Kelly. Another big rumor has followed her for years. Some people believe that Jay Z, Beyoncé's husband, is the father of Kelly's son. This rumor started after a video showed Jay Z getting excited when he saw Kelly at a movie screening in Los Angeles. At first, he didn't recognize her, but then his whole body language changed. He smiled big and looked very happy. People online went wild over this moment. Some fans loved it, saying it showed their close friendship. But others started asking questions. Was there something more going on? The main reason people believed the rumor was because of how much Kelly's son, Titan, looks like Jay Z. People online posted comments like, "Kelly's son looks more like Jay Z than his real father." Others said, "Kelly is Becky number 2, referring to the woman Jay Z was rumored to have cheated with in the past. These comments kept the rumor alive. Even though Kelly never said anything about it, fans kept comparing Titan's face to Jay Z's.
I think it's because he loves me, and also when he does it, I think he's like trying to get my attention.
Some people tried to explain the resemblance. One person said they didn't believe Kelly and Jay Z were ever romantically involved. They said Jay Z wasn't Kelly's type. Still, they admitted that Titan did look a bit like both Jay Z and Blue Ivy, Jay Z's daughter with Beyoncé. But when people looked at pictures of Titan's real father from when he was younger, they saw that Titan looked just like him. This helped calm the rumor for some people, but not everyone. Some fans still believe in the story, even with no proof. Kelly has had to deal with many unfair stories in her life. First, People said she was always in Beyoncé's shadow.
I just can't get you out of my head. Dun, 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 dun.
Then they said her child might not be her husband's. These rumors can be very painful, even when a person is strong. Hearing lies about your family and children can hurt deeply. Kelly has stayed quiet about most of these rumors. She has chosen to focus on her life, her family, and her music instead. There are also other rumors like this, not just about Kelly. Jay Z himself has been in another paternity case. A young man named Rowland says Jay Z is his real father. Rymir's mother, Wanda, said she had a relationship with Jay Z when she was 16 years old. She said she got pregnant not long after. She always believed Jay Z was the father of her child.
My mom did tell me she went in there and filed a paternity test. And it just, basically I can say it was a whole lot of running around with that case.
Rowland and his godmother, Lily Coley, have been fighting in court for over 10 years. They wanted Jay Z to take a DNA test, but he refused. Jay Z's lawyers said the court in New Jersey had no right to ask him to do the test. Because of this, the case could not move forward. Rowland and Lily believe Jay Z used his power and money to stop the case from going anywhere. They said the court treated them unfairly.
We didn't have enough information to push the case. That's what I basically can say.
Recently, Rowland and Lily sued the judges who worked on the case. They said the judges helped Jay Z avoid the test. They also said Jay Z's lawyers put fake debts, called liens, on their house, which cost them over $100,000. They said they were being punished just for wanting the truth. Lily said Jay Z made two big mistakes: getting involved with a 16-year-old girl and not dealing with the result. She said it would have been better if he just took the test and handled things quietly. Sadly, Wanda passed away before the truth came out. She always wanted her son to know who his real father was. Kelly released a song called Dirty Laundry from her album Talk a Good Game. This song was very different from her usual music. It was not just about dancing or love, it was personal and emotional. In this song, Kelly opened up about something very painful. She talked about being in a bad relationship with a man who treated her terribly. The music itself was soft and slow. It was an R&B ballad that sounded very emotional. When you listen to it, you can feel the sadness in Kelly's voice. The song tells the story of what her life was like after Destiny's Child took a break and she started her solo career. Her first solo album, Simply Deep, came out in 2002. After that, things got hard for her. In an interview, Kelly said it was very difficult to record Dirty Laundry. She tried to sing it many times, but she kept crying. The feelings were too strong. Each time she started singing, memories came back, and it hurt her deeply. She had to take breaks and try again until she could finish the song without breaking down in tears. When it was time to play her album for the record company, she actually left the room before Dirty Laundry played. She didn't want to hear it just yet. It was still too painful for her. She needed more time to heal and feel strong enough to listen to her own story. Kelly's voice in the song showed all the pain she had been carrying inside for years. You could hear the emotion in every word she sang. She didn't try to hide it or sound perfect. She just wanted to be honest. She said it took her several days to complete the recording. Every time she entered the studio, the memories of what she went through came back, and she would feel sad all over again. But she also said she felt it was important to share her story.
I think that people wanted those stories for years, and that's just so sad on them because it's not like that.
After Destiny's Child went on break, Beyoncé became very successful as a solo artist.
Baby boy, you stay on my mind. Come on.
She had hit songs, big tours, and lots of fans. Later in the song, Kelly talked about something even more serious. She said the man she was in a relationship with treated her very badly. He didn't just hurt her feelings, he tried to control her completely. He made her feel like she was worthless. He told her lies, like saying nobody loved her except him. He even told her that her own parents didn't care about her, and neither did Beyoncé.
Who wanna hear my bullshit? Meanwhile, this nigga putting his hands on me.
He wanted to make her feel alone so she wouldn't leave him. She believed him for a while because he had broken her spirit. She felt trapped in that relationship. She was scared and didn't know how to get out. She also shared a memory of when he hit a window so hard that it broke. That moment stuck in her mind because the broken glass reminded her of herself, shattered and full of pain inside. After the song came out, some people thought Kelly was singing about her ex-fiancé, Roy Williams. But Roy went on social media, like Twitter, to explain that he was not the person who hurt her. He said that people needed to remember Kelly dated other men before him. He didn't want people blaming him for something he didn't do. He wanted to protect his name. This showed how powerful the song was. It made people guess and wonder about Kelly's life. It also made people think about how strong she had to be to survive something so painful. Some fans also started to wonder about her friendship with Beyoncé. They had always been close, but now people were asking if their friendship was real or just for business. But the song made it clear. Kelly had real love and respect for Beyoncé, even if she had mixed feelings at times.
So sad that we live in a world where people don't want to see women get along and encourage and empower each other. I just can't get you out of my head. Dun, 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 dun.
Music critics had a lot to say about the song, too. Many of them praised it for being honest and brave. Garrett Kennedy from the Los Angeles Times said Dirty Laundry was Kelly's most truthful song. He said she was finally stepping out of Beyoncé's shadow and becoming her own strong artist. He believed this was a big moment in her music career. An editor from the Huffington Post also said the song was powerful and important. They said the message in the song could help many people who were going through something similar. Another music critic, Renato Pagnani from Pitchfork, said what Kelly did was very hard. She showed the world her pain, but she still sounded strong. He said she wasn't just a woman who had been hurt, she was a survivor. Jenna Halle Rubenstein from MTV also spoke about the song. She said Kelly must have had a hard time sharing her personal story with everyone. But in the end, it probably helped her heal. She admired how brave Kelly was to let people hear her story. It's not easy to tell the world about such private and painful things, but Kelly did it so others might not feel alone. Even though many people loved the song, not everyone reacted well. Some fans felt uncomfortable because the song talked about it. Some were not expecting Kelly to share such personal details. A few people felt sad when they listened because they didn't know she had gone through so much. But even with different opinions, the song got people talking. It started conversations about domestic abuse, something many women deal with but are afraid to talk about. Kelly helped bring attention to that problem by sharing her experience. She made it easier for others to speak up.
Who wanna hear my bullshit? Meanwhile, this nigga putting his hands on me.
Recently, Kelly made headlines again, but this time it wasn't about music. At the Cannes Film Festival, something happened that put her in the spotlight. On the red carpet, Kelly had a disagreement with a security guard. Videos showed her walking up the stairs while being guided by ushers. One usher stepped on her gown by mistake. Kelly touched the usher's arm to let her know she was moving, but then the usher said something that upset her. Kelly turned around and wagged her finger, clearly not happy. A lip reader later said that Kelly told the usher, "It's okay," after the gown was stepped on. But then she told the usher, "Don't talk to me like that." She repeated it again as she walked up the stairs. She wanted everyone to know that she didn't like how she was being treated. This moment went viral. People had different opinions. But one thing was clear. Kelly felt like she was being disrespected, and she stood up for herself. She didn't let the moment pass quietly. She let people know her dignity and self-worth were important. She has been in the music business for many years, and she knows how quickly things can spread online. Still, she chose to speak up in the moment. That takes courage, especially when you're in front of cameras and the world is watching. She didn't let fear control her. She made sure her voice was heard. Another moment that brought Kelly into the spotlight happened when she praised singer Chris Brown on Instagram. She left a simple comment on one of his posts saying she loved him. She was just trying to support him, but things didn't go the way she expected. At the time, Chris Brown had released a song called Need a Stack. In the song, he had a line that upset many people. He said he only liked black women with nice hair. This made people angry because it sounded like he was saying some types of black hair were better than others. Many fans saw this as an example of colorism, a problem where people are treated differently based on skin tone or hair texture. Kelly didn't know about the lyrics when she made her comment. She was in Australia and had only seen that Chris Brown had broken a music record. She just wanted to say congratulations, but the next day, she woke up to a storm of angry comments. People said she was supporting someone who had said hurtful things. They reminded her that Chris Brown had been accused of keeping dark-skinned women out of his VIP sections at clubs. This made things worse. Some people even said that Chris Brown wouldn't let someone like Kelly into his club. The comments were harsh, and Kelly was shocked by the reaction. Later, Kelly explained that she didn't support the message in Chris Brown's song. She said she believed all hair is good hair. She spoke about how words like good hair have a painful meaning in the black community. For a long time, these words were used to make some black people feel bad about their natural hair. Kelly wanted to make it clear that no one should feel less beautiful because of their hair texture. She tried to turn the situation into a lesson. Even though it was a hard time for her, she used her voice to speak out against harmful ideas.